Good morning everyone, I am Janvi Kumari.
This is Rasma Priya. This is Supriya.
And here I am Murthy. And we are here to represent a presentation over a great and a legendary person who is the chairman and founder of Infosys. He is none other than Narayana Murthy.
Narayana Murthy was born on 20 August 1946 in Siddhartha, a city in India's southwestern state of Karnataka, into a middle-class family. There were 8 siblings. Murthy was first child. His father was the school teacher who teaches physics, mathematics and English. There were 11 members at the family. His father, his mother, grandmother and father, and 8 children. Murthy's father had the habit of eating together, so he also wants them to sit and eat together. They used to have the dinner at 8:30 a.m. in the evening. While having the dinner, his father asked questions to them just to check that they are reading the newspaper and having general knowledge or not.
His father was a quite disciplinarian. His father wants Murthy to become a civil servant. When Murthy entered 10th grade, the family moved to Mysore and remained there until he completed his bachelor's degree in electronical engineering. Murthy came fourth in the state out of 3 lakh students for his 11th standard exams, senior Cambridge. He used to get 50 rupees by the government-initiated scholarship scheme for the first top student in the state. So he used to contribute in house expenses. Murthy was very good in mathematics. So he decided to opt studying electrical engineering at National Institute of Engineering, Mysore. In the fourth year of his 5-year degree, he decided to become engineer in hydroelectrical power plant because it's clean, located in valleys, very green and fertile, and a life would be wonderful there. But in the last year of the college, his professor asked him to go for master degree. So he decided to move IIT Kanpur in 1967. IIT Kanpur was supported by 8 American universities, including MIT, Caltech, Princeton, Michigan, and Berkeley. It was Kanpur Indo-American Program, KIAP. It was Kanpur Indo-American Program KIAP, resulting from an agreement between President Kennedy and Prime Minister Nehru. There he came under the influence of an American professor and decided to change his field of study to computer science. IIT Kanpur was the only place that time where people do masters in computer science. And only 15 people in India had master's degree in computer science. He completed his master's degree in 1969. Narayana Murthy was one of them. He had several job offers, but then he met Professor Krishnaya by chance. Professor Krishnaya was from Indian Institute of Management.
Professor Krishnaya told him about time sharing, what if analysis. Well, it is a process of changing value cell to see those changes will affect the outcome of the formula in a worksheet. This is basically a program over Excel. So after that, IIT Kanpur at IIT Kanpur, he learned about the theory, but he never did the practicals. So Murthy decided to work under the Professor Krishnaya in 30% lower salary than he was actually offered. In IIM, he learned more about time sharing. He worked in IIM for a couple of years, and in 1971, he was awarded with a scholarship for Techno in Israel to do PhD in computer science. So he went to Israel and met lots of hardworking and brilliant people. There he was working on deadlock technology. Well, basically deadlock technology, let's understand it by the help of an example. Let's suppose that there is 2 people one door, and at once one person can go through it. So if the two people standing opposite to each other, they will say you go first. Then another person say no, you go first, and they will wait for each other to enter the room. That's what deadlock technology is. The one processor works wait for the resource number 2, and the resource number 2 waits for the processor 2, which is working on the resource number 1. So it forms a deadlock technology, which is that time a biggest problem in computer science. Professor Krishnaiah was in Italy to present a paper which he had written with the Murthy, and the paper was voted the best paper in the seminar. So the seminar management executive in French company approached Professor Krishnaiah to see if Murthy might be interested in coming to work in France to be the part of the team that would design cargo handling system. Murthy opted for France over the PhD in Israel. After some 4 years in Paris, Murthy decided it was the time to return India. On arriving back in India, Murthy immediately took the train to Pune, where Krishnaiah had opened the System Research Institute. Krishnaiah offered Murthy a job.
Pune Murthy met his wife to be Sudha Kulkarni, an electrical engineer working in a Tata Motor. Around the time they get married in 1978, Murthy felt it was time for change. Murthy decided to once again join the corporate world. He joined Patani Computer System in Bombay in 1978, and his wife conveniently got a transfer to the Bombay house, the headquarters of Tata's in Bombay. He stayed with the PCS until March 1982, when he decided to strike out on his own with 6 colleagues from PCS: N.S. Raghavan, Gopal Krishnan, Nandan Nilkarni, K. Dinesh, Ashok Aruna, and S.T. Sibulal. On 7 July 1981, Infosys was launched. All his colleagues were experts in the specific field. Infosys Technic Limited is a multinational information services company headquartered in Bangalore, India. It is one of India's largest IT company with over 1 lakh professionals. It has 9 development centers in India and over 70 offices worldwide. Infosys was founded on 2nd July 1981 in Pune. Infosys went public in 1993.
In 2001, it was rated Best Employer in India by Business Today. Infosys won the Global Make Most Admired Knowledge Enterprise Award for the year 2003, 2004 and 2005, being the only Indian company to win this award, and is inducted into a Global Hall of Fame for the same. Well, this was all about Narayana Murthy. That's all from our side. Thank you.